floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Let's see what you've got.
The waters of creation.
Rising
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Pull them up! Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
Explosion!
Rising Wyvern!
Here goes!
Flying spree! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. They're surrounding us.
They smite with black blade. An astral archer?
That's my cue.
Shut him down. Bringing you apart. On your Stalagmite! On your knees. Take this! Air pressure!
Impact!
Falcon!
Spear sweep!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look flustered. Gravitas field!
Air pressure!
Lunar corruption! This is it!
Soil. Awaken and wreak
And
havoc.
again! I'm only getting started! Now! Lunar corruption! Alpin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alpin!
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you! Seems about right to me.
Coming through.
By the power of flame! Finish without a
Shine!
trace!
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Thank you for the healing, Dohalim.
Our comrades need our abilities to
Sorry, will this
survive.
help? Right. No one is dying on our watch. Immortal droplet!
Air pressure!
Here I go!
Bringing
And
you
again!
apart!
By the power of flame! Finish without a trace!
Slush! Can you take it?
Explosion! I'll heal you all! One more time! Healing circle! Huh. Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too. The waters of creation. I don't even know the word defeat. Immortal droplet! Mega ray! Lunar corruption! Spear sweep! Gravitas heal! Alright, into the shadows! Gravitas shield!
That's what my
Time to
shield's
finish
for.
this!
Get behind me.
Die!
I'll leave it to you!
Consuming wildfire!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Creation!
I've been hit with something!
So even a masochist has his limits.
Not feeling so great.
Will this help?
The enemy deals our
Finish
suit.
it!
We'll soon see about that!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We're a pretty lethal combination. Double demon
Explosion! We're gonna need all of us together! Protocol field! Seal! The flashing part's their weak point! Lunar corruption!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Lightning! Too much to handle! Lunar corruption! The waters of creation! Dance, immortal drop! I'll heal you all! I'll be healing circle!
Sorry.
You do the same for me.
Rising Viper!
Shine! Radiant light!
I'll heal you
Force
all!
of regeneration!
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out. I owe you,
friend's
Theon.
force.
Healing is what my arts do best. You're
While
right.
it's reeling!
I'll take it down!
Pierce through! Rising Viper! Rising Viper!
More Zephyr Trident! Obvious impact!
Heal my wearied companions.
Rising Viper! Sturda!
Zephyr Trident!
Lunar Rondo!
Showtime!
Mirage! Dragon
Zephyr
Swarm!
Trident!
Obvious
impact!
Awaken the fire ray!
Even wider.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Here now!
Radiant light!
Alpha! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Hey, what do you say?
brace yourselves! This one's tough!
You got by the power of flame! Finish without a trace!
Try this! Blended!
It's a duel of the arts!
Begin!
Healing circle!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman lead the enemy's arts to me!
All yours!
No complaints here! This will come in handy! Lunar
I think I'm
corruption!
coming down with something grave.
A chronic inability to read the room?
A malady your arts cannot fix.
Meteor storm! I can do this all day! Explosion! By the power of flame!
I'm ready!
Darling! This one's got your name on it!
To action! A merry
By the
distraction.
power of...
There's still more to go.
Winds of heaven! First force!
Sleep now. Will this help?
Let's get you all tucked away! Healing circle! By the power of flame! Finish without a trace! Explosion! Sleep now! Lunar corruption!
Execution!
Spirits
Protocol
within the
field!
soil. Your blade moves like stick. Focus on my...
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Maybe it's time I try on something new.
Coming through.
By the power of flame!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Immortal drop!
Rising Phoenix!
Explosion!
Here I come!
I'm Lunar corruption!
Airborne scout.
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go. Come forth! A chain between heaven and earth. Explosion! A wailing banshee of lightning! By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! A whirling struggle!
Bloody howling.
Winds of heaven! Explosion! By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Explosion!
Let me
By the
free you
power
of
of
the
flame! Think again! Now!
We've turned the tables on.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Zephyr Trident! Upward
Heal my
impact!
weary
Into
companion.
the shadows!
Cure.
Lunar corruption! Mega ray! Lunar corruption! Take it!
Air pressure.
Graviton field! Lunar
Awaken
corruption!
and wreak
Saving
havoc.
this one! Far beyond the sight of
Masterful
sky!
death.
One more!
On your knees.
Raining slash.
Well then, let's keep moving.
An opponent like this should be easy.
A whirling swirl! Flame! Vanish without a trace! Burst forth!
Splendid fly.
Heal my
Explosion!
weary companion.
It can hide itself? Amazing. Dragon
No
form.
defense! One more!
Try this.
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Explosion! Lunar corruption!
Soaring light spear. You're on.
Mega ray! Into the shadows!
Stardust. You're on.
By the power of
Dragon
flame!
form.
Vanish without a trace! Hit! An explosion! Think again!
I'm nearly done for.
Lunar corruption!
Be still.
Mega ray!
You into dust.
Rising
Into the
Thunder.
shadows!
Thunderfang.
Fierce
Be
sweep!
still.
Zephyr Trident! Stage one! Come forth!
Heal my weary
I'm
companion.
only getting started!
Take
I'll
this.
stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Double Demon Fang.
Fierce sweep!
Benediction light.
Lunar corruption! Mega ray!
Turtle.
Explosive charge! Spark!
Shine.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Let's see what you've got.
I'll heal you all beyond the darkest sky! Healing circle!
I'm in your
By the
debt.
power of flame! Vanish
everlasting
without a
God.
trace!
Make it a king.
It'll body slam us into next week!
Spirits within the soil. Awaken and
I'll heal you all!
I could do without
Nothing gets
Hold nothing back.
Creation!
Myself, will this help? Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Lunar corruption!
As impressive as always. Here I hope that was included.
I'll burn it all. Flaming pillar. Fire. You're mine.
Here I go! Rain down and Lunar corruption! Think again! Pathetic! Sleep
I'm
now!
nearly done for.
I'll heal you all!
Demon Fang.
Healing circle!
Demon Fang.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Feel!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Mega ray! Graviton field!
Soaring blast. Soaring light spear. Double Demon Fang. I'll burn it all. Flaming pillar. Fire.
Shine.
Rain down and
Regenerate.
Thanks.
I'll heal you all!
No dawn shall break this night. Shine.
No more flame night!
Regeneration.
Winds of heaven!
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep, and we can do this! Fierce
Press it further, little one.
I owe you. It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! I'll heal you all! Healing circle!
Rising water.
Whirling mud!
Awaken and wreak havoc.
Dragon swarm.
Oh, sparkling
Masterful
stars!
attack.
Rain down and
Another
purify!
incantation ruined.
Explosion!
You're mine.
All
Heal my weary
disasters Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Healing circle! The waters of creation! One more!
Bloody holiday!
Dance in mortal conflict! Sing again! In here! Get on in there with the others!
Be still! Rising socket!
Lunar corruption!
Bloody
Mega ray! Sleep now! Zephyr Predator! Here goes!
Lunar resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Rising wyvern!
Air pressure!
Into the shadow!
In the soil!
Lunar corruption!
Dragon swarm!
Masterful dash!
Total devastation!
Our art is being interrupted.
Mega ray!
I'll thank you!
More from the stockpile!
Pierce through! Demon fang!
Into the shadow!
Awaken and
Mega ray! Now! Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
I'm ready! It's time to end it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We can really make weapons with this?
What? Ow! You've got to be lucky to find this stuff.
Indeed. I can tell it's quite the find.
An opponent like this should be easy.
The waters of creation!
You're mine!
Dance mortal conflict! Explosion by the power of flame! Finish the nail of future stuff! But they're vicious! Explosion!
Swordblade Alpha!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Lunar corruption!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back. Infernal torrent! Finish it!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Oh, sparkling stars of here! Rain Trident!
Lightning thrust!
Hitting pile time!
Rising falcon!
This
is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin! Very bad!
I don't feel so good.
Mega Ray! Help this!
Double demon fang!
Lunar
Incineration wave!
corruption! This is it!
Light.
Help this!
Heal!
Aqueous
Let me
impact!
free you of your
Demon
power!
fang!
Dispel!
We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. Go! It's over! One more! Mega Ray!
Bloody holiday!
You're mine!
Demon fang!
Stalagmite! Drift!
Seal! Lunar corruption! Mega Ray!
I'm ready.
It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! I've never seen so many bullseyes. I couldn't have done it without you.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Power of flame! Finish without a trace!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Explosion!
I can shatter any steel!
A whirling trouble! Winds of heaven!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Ripping you apart!
Aqueous impact!
Bloody holiday!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
Ignite!
No complaints here!
By the power of flame! Finish without a trace!
I owe you so much more, Sucrose.
Keep calm and take them down! Mega Ray! Lunar corruption! Into the shadows!
I thought you were we're going to wreck the place.
Reinforcements?
I'm not nearly finished
This is
yet.
it!
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always.
Here
I may have bit off more than I... No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look flustered. What would I do without you?
Thanks, Sion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Will this help?
I'm ready!
There is logically being...
Into the shadows! Get on in there with the others! You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
We turn the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Mega Ray! Here I go. This will come in handy.
Not today! I'm ready!
Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? That's not to give me any ideas.
Maelstrom! I can do Mega Ray! Now!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Now! One
You're
more!
my weary companion.
A wailing Zephyr Lightning! I don't even know the word defeat. Zephyr Trident! Spear Sweep! Obvious Impact!
I'm ready!
Lunar Corruption! Kizara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
More?
Zephyr Sweep!
not done!
The waters of creation! Impact! By the power of flame! Immortal Vanish without a trace! Seal! This will come in handy!
Soaring blast! Tear! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's
One
time
more.
to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Obvious Impact!
Phoenix!
Mega Ray!
Finish it!
Kizara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Nothing but heaven and earth! Zephyr Trident! Obvious Impact! Mega Ray! Vanish without a trace! Explosion! Immortal Droplet! Seal! Zephyr Trident! Seal!
Stalagmite!
These bad guys really don't mess around.
Gotta break through!
The waters of Mega Ray! Into the shadows! Immortal Droplet! I will heal you all!
Take this!
Healing Circle! Banana, let's go!
Sorry for trouble.
You do the same for me.
Stay right up!
Healing Circle!
Ah!
Will this help you without you?
Spirits within
The waters of sea! Healing Circle! Immortal Droplet!
Destruction!
Feel! Need to pull myself together. Spear Switch!
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Oh, sparkling stars of light! Zephyr Trident! Obvious Impact!
Seismic
Mega Ray!
Rising Falcon!
Mega Ray! Lunar Corruption! Zephyr Trident! Spear Sweep! Far beyond the darkest stars!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Looking good!
Now! Gut Seal! Mega Ray!
weary companion.
The enemy is
I'm
going
in
all
your debt,
out!
Dohalim. And tonight's meal is on you. Good God.
Think again! Now! More Graviton!
Soil. Awaken and reach!
Zephyr Trident!
Portal Blade! Try this!
Obvious Impact!
Masterful dash! On
Healing Circle!
Try this!
Into the shadows! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming Wildfire! There! And again!
Blade!
Lunar Corruption! Think again! Oh, sparkling stars of light! Rain down! I owe you. A whirling struggle. You're mine. Wings of heaven. I don't even know the word defeat. Zephyr Trident! Spear Sweep! Obvious Impact! Come forth! Mega Ray! Explosive Charge!
work well together.
Like a finely timed
The
waltz.
waters of creation.
Shine.
Dance in
Radiant
mortal
light.
droplets.
Every generation.
In here. This one. I've taken too much damage. Feel. Will this help?
Double Phoenix Fang.
Feel. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Eternal devastation.
Now.
Awaken and
Dolan.
reach.
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action.
That'll teach us for getting cocky.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Go get it. Mega Ray. The waters of creation. Think again. I'll shoot them out of the sky.
Soaring blue away. Eternal devastation.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Incineration blade. Catapult.
Uplift impact. One more time. Healing circle.
Take this. Demon Fang.
Need to pull myself together. Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
In a bind.
Spear sweep. Far beyond the darkest sky. Lunar corruption. Mega Ray.
No
more praying night.
Tornado drive.
Saber blast. See my spear sweep. Uplift impact.
Spirit within the
Incineration
soil.
Winds of
Awaken.
Earth spark. Lunar corrupt. Dolan. This one's got your name on it.
Action to action.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Reflect on thy
Finish
sins.
without a
They
trace.
smite with blackened blade. Rising Falcon.
Explosion!
Rising
Will this help?
Rising Wyvern. To
Healing
I shall ensure the enemy wields
Let
arts
him
toward
marksman
me.
distance. Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Rain down and purify explosion!
on
You're
your
mine.
knees. Severing wings.
Into the shadows!
Air pressure.
Lunar corruption! Mega ray! Winds of lunar corruption! Mega ray! There!
Spirits within the soil.
Swallow blade. And reach. Take this.
I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Renwell. Who, me? That's a little much, don't you think? I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Elusive deity. Eagle ray.
Who wants to die next? You're open! One more!
Crescent flash. This could be useful.
Let's see what you've got.
Sky! I call upon
Take it.
Lunar corruption!
Within the soil.
Blow away. Awaken and wreak havoc. Thunderfang.
Seal! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
I'll burn it all. Flaming pillar. Fire. Rising
Into the
Wyvern.
shadows! The waters are unfrightened!
Sword rain alpha.
With impact!
Splash. Eternal devastation.
Into the shadows!
Incineration wave. This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it.
Spear sweep!
Leave it to you.
Uplift impact! Get on
Demon
there
Fang.
together.
Double
Mega ray!
Demon Fang.
Explosive charge!
Finish it.
Charge over! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I've been doing really great lately. Will this help?
Boost of regeneration!
Healing circle! Thank you for the healing, Doberine.
Comrade Peter and War have survived.
Right. A whirling perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Will this help?
Thunder!
Wind! Healing! There! Lunar corruption! Mega ray!
Rising Whisper!
Field!
Soaring Red Spear!
Here to the waters of creation! Uplift impact! Will this help? Dance immortal combo! Healing circle by the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! You do the same for me.
Shine! Radiant!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Lunar corruption! Mega ray! Explosive charge! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Small, but a victory nonetheless. We have a...
Right, here goes!
There!
Come one, come all! Try this!
Here goes! Lunar corruption! The waters of creation!
Hurricane
Yeah, the power of flame!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Sonic thrust! Okay,
Leave the
here I go.
chargers to me.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me! Healing circle!
No complaints here!
Thanks for the healing. Watch your okay? Yeah, you too. Mega ray!
In the soil.
Awaken and recapture!
The waters of creation!
Merciful death!
Weaken!
This ends now!
Field! Uplift impact whip! A whirling mega ray!
Back to Elaine!
Winds of heaven!
Eagle Ray! Crush!
Field!
Eternal devastation!
Zephyr Trident! Earthquake!
Eternal devastation! I'm right behind you!
Weak!
Quit pushing yourself and get behind us!
I'll be right as rain in no time. Mega ray!
Rising Falcon!
No effect! Rain down! No more playing nice! Here I go! Zephyr Trident! Spear sweep! Uplift impact by the power of flame!
Sword Rain
Vanish
out!
without a trace! Chain between heaven and earth! Mega ray! Explosive charge! Burst! Take it!
I'm ready!
Darling! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash. A merry distraction.
No, there's still more to go! Lunar corruption! Mega ray!
Incineration!
I'm ready! Lost! Get toasty!
Burn strike! We won.
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight. That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Chain between partners without a trace!
Rotating
I'll
fire
wear you
eagle ray.
company!
Eagle ray.
Explosion! Sleep now!
Breathe still.
This is not a fate! I call upon thee! Corruption!
Struck.
Mega ray!
Swallow
Into the
fire.
shadows! Get on in there!
Roll
Rocket.
away. Crush.
Hey, one at a time! The water
Sword
will
ray
freeze!
alpha.
Dance, immortal
Eternal
goblin!
devastation.
Shield corruption! Mega ray! Zephyr Trident!
Here I
As in your death, Deadly. Then tonight's meal is on you.
Mega ray! Long, get toasty!
Bird strike. We are
Undefeatable!
Unflappable!
Unfazable.
And most of all, we're free!
Take this!
Into the shadows! Real pain and corruption! Mega Red!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Graviton Field!
Explosive ring!
Fear Sweep! Uplift Impact! I'll heal you all!
Rising Wyvern!
Healing Circle! Graviton Field!
Dragon Form!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
That helps.
Rising Wyvern! Air pressure!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here.
Resuscitation! I'll be saving this one!
Now, while it's reeling,
Take it down!
hold nothing back! You're mine!
Going fast! Time to
Roll
burn! Lunar corruption! Mega Red!
Elusive deity.
Eagle Ray! I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire! Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! Captivity! Double Demon Ray!
Time to burn! Uplift Impact!
Shockwave Tonic!
Think again! No defense!
Catapult! Take this!
No one playing nice! Wind Titan! First Force!
Be still!
Fear Sweep!
I'm ready!
Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Everyone hanging in there? Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Gotta break through!
Zephyr Titan! Time to burn! First by the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
I'm not done! Wait! Devastation! Mirage!
Mega Ray!
Swarm!
Zephyr Titan! Explode!
Severed Wing!
Fear Sweep! Mega Ray!
Nice work!
Zephyr Titan! Uplift Impact!
Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray!
I owe you one!
Fear Sweep! Lunar corruption!
Rising
Mega Ray!
Wyvern!
Win! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Breath of life. Heal my
I'll heal you all!
Cure.
Rain down and purify!
Rising
I'll
Wyvern!
stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Elusive Here I come!
Fear Sweep! Uplift Impact!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Breath of life.
Not today!
Heal my weary companion.
Zephyr Trident!
Cure.
Explode! Fear Sweep! Into the shadows!
Ah! Dazzle! Rising Falcon!
Zephyr Trident! That's my cue! Relax! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Everyone hanging in there?
Let's see what you've got.
Leave the charge away!
Another incantation ruined.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too. Spear Sweep!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Rain down!
I'm right behind you!
Mega Ray, where are you going? Into the shadows!
Heal my
I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
I'll heal you
Keep charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! You're on! Shut it! There! Demon Plague!
Zephyr Trident!
Eternal Devastation!
Radiant Light! In here!
Eternal Devastation!
Regenerate! Being interrupted.
Incineration Wave!
Sorry,
Elusive deity!
Mega Ray!
You're mine!
Rising One!
Breath of life! Heal my weary
Double
companion!
Demon Fang!
Cure!
I owe you one!
No more playing nice! Feel! Zephyr Trident!
Reflect night day!
Time to burn!
Smite with blackened
Obvious impact!
No dawn shall
Here!
break this
Into the
night!
shadows!
Vacuum Blade!
Lunar Corruption! Explosive charge! Spark! There!
Finish it!
Lost! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
You're open! Sky!
Blade!
Zephyr Trident! Explode! Scorch Surge! Primed and ready! You've taken too much damage! A chain between heaven and earth!
Everlasting
Ready to go!
darkness. Negative gate!
Healing circle! I'll heal you all! The water
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Healing circle!
Demon Rat!
Need to pull myself together. The waters of creation.
I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
A chain between heaven and earth. Gravitas field!
Elusive
Will this
deity!
help?
You're mine! Rising
Healing
One!
circle!
Lunar Rondo! Rising Phoenix! Wide open!
It won't escape me.
Dazzle!
Explode! Time to
Rising
burn!
Phoenix!
Here's enough!
Shine! Radiant light!
The waters of creation. No
Radiant
more
light.
playing nice.
Force of
Dance, immortal
regeneration.
droplets. Zephyr Trident. Explode.
Regenerate!
Time to burn. Now. Alphen, this ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Wow. Look what I just found.
Get lost. All disasters take one. Zephyr Trident. Explode.
Within the
You're
soil!
mine!
Awaken and rise!
Time to let it rip!
Lunar corruption. Mega ray.
Triple dash!
Gravitas field. A wailing
Sword Rain Alpha!
Another incantation ruined.
Eternal Devastation!
Breath of life! Heal my weary companion!
I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
The waters
Shine!
of I will
Radiant
heal you all.
light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Healing circle.
Swallow Blade!
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. No, try to be more careful.
Power surges through me!
Here I go. And again.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Burning Blast! Eternal
Healing
Devastation!
circle. Winds of heaven. First source.
Megatonic Thrust!
Go. Think again. You're open. By the power of
Rending Blast!
Regenerate!
I owe you.
Here I come!
Arts of being interrupted!
Dare! Demon Page!
Take it. One more.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Mega ray. Think again. Pathetic. No more playing nice.
Swallow Blade!
Zephyr Trident.
Demon Page!
Scorch Surge.
Eternal
By the
Devastation!
power of flame. The enemy is going all out.
Spirits within the soil!
Explosion.
Awaken and wreak havoc!
Thunder!
Explosive charge. Spark. Here I go. By the power of flame. Vanish without a trace.
I could do without this pain!
Explosion. I'll heal you all.
Demon Fang!
Healing circle. Take that. The waters of creation. You're open. Go. Here's another
Breath of life.
The water
Feel
will
my
freeze
weary
him.
companion.
Thunder!
Cure.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Benediction
Zephyr
light.
Trident! Think again! Pathetic!
Don't suffer in silence.
Upward impact! I call upon Mega Ray!
Incineration wave!
Air pressure.
No more playing nice!
Rising
There!
Wyvern!
I'll be saving this one!
Dragon Swarm!
Zephyr Trident! It's showtime! Time to burn! Upward
Double
impact!
Demon Fang!
Explosive charge! Rain down! A new lease on life. The waters of creation.
Spirits within the soil.
Healing circle. Back into the fray. The waters of creation. Back into the fray. Will this help? The waters of creation. Healing circle.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Reflect.
You're mine!
Trident!
They smite with blackened blade.
Sonic thrust!
Here I go.
Sword Rain Alpha! Raining slash!
Seal. Think again. No defense. Get you all tucked away. Mega Ray.
Swallow blade! Slash!
Negative think again. One more time. Explode. Scorch Earth. Zephyr Trident. It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire. Kikara, go for it. Prepare to crumble. All disasters may
Finish it!
Kikara, go for it. Prepare to crumble. A hard-won victory.